Hi everyone, my name is Ankush and welcome back to Learnomate Technologies YouTube channel. So today's video is the first video of Cloud Fundamental, and basically what I'm trying to make you understand, like, we are going to start with the new series which is related to the Cloud Fundamental, and this series is going to helpful for the people those who want to start the career into especially a data engineer. Okay, so that's the plan. So we are going to understand about all the fundamentals of the cloud, and since cloud is kind of generic technology, so everyone who is coming from different backgrounds, especially like those who want to start the career into the DevOps or any cloud fundamentals, like if we have a profile called AWS cloud engineer or Azure cloud engineer, especially for your data engineers. So anyone who is the part of IT industry, the cloud is mandatory, and that is the reason this training is going to helpful for everyone. So today we are going to start with our first topic of our cloud fundamental series, and hopefully you will understand too much things about this series. This series will be available on YouTube completely free of cost. You can start from first lecture till last lecture. How many lectures will be there, even I don't know as of now, but we are going to continue with this series. So my intention is, like, especially I want to target to the people who are more focused towards the data engineer. So what is cloud? Now whenever we are discussing about the cloud, there is a terminology called cloud computing, right? What is cloud computing? So okay, whenever I'll be discussing about all those things, I'll take the examples of related to the data engineers. Okay, so in data engineer, what we do, like, consider a situation that I want to create a big data cluster. What I want to do, I want to create a big data cluster. So when I say a big data cluster, a cluster can be, you can have a multiple node over there. So basically what happened, whenever you are thinking, your client is saying that, okay, I want to create a big data cluster which will have multiple node, like let's say node number 1, node number 3, node number 4. And how many node you need? Okay, as of now I'm looking for 40 node cluster. Cluster means when you have a multiple nodes are there, and they are like they are internally connected to each other, we call it as a cluster. Now when client is saying that, okay, I want to configure a multiple node cluster, so what we need to do initially, we need to buy this 40 cluster, right? We need to buy this 40 node, basically we need to buy. So here you need to understand the technology, we called it as a on premises. On premises. So basically whenever client is saying that, okay, I want to start a new project, whether you want to host that project on premises or on cloud, so there is a second option is there, we can use with the cloud. Now let me tell you one example, the same example we are going to take. Let's take an example. I am thinking about the on-premises setup. I want to have a on-premises setup. How many node you need? Okay, I need 40 node. So whenever client is saying that, okay, we need minimum 40 node, first of all, you need to buy those nodes. You need to buy. So basically 40 node, like in a very technical, in a layman word, I would say, you consider an example, I want to buy 40 laptop. What you need to do, you need to buy the 40 laptop. So obviously, like, whenever you are thinking that you want to buy the 40 node, then initially you need to spend a lot of money, so a lot of cost will be there. Who will bear that? The client will bear that. Now on this 40 node, what you are going to do, you are going to install a different softwares also which are related to your project. So for software also you need to bear the licensing cost also, that is also very huge. Third important thing is, now once you have, once you have all these nodes are available, you need to maintain those nodes also, right? Maintain means, okay, who is going to install the software? You may have administrative people, they are going to install the software. Let's say you have some issues are available in your 40 node, or in your software you got some issues, right? So someone needs to be fix that na. So for that you need to hire a very big team. So overall I would say there is a too much cost over here. I'm talking about the on premises. Second important thing is, now this setup you are going to place somewhere na, you are going to place somewhere, you need one location where you are going to place all these 14 node, right? That we called it as a data center. What we called it as a data center. So a data center is a physical location where you are going to place your all these 14 node, right? So there is a chances that you may be taking those place on the rent, or maybe you are going to purchase it. Again, there is a cost. All these are the costs whichever I am talking about, all are upfront cost, means initially itself you need to spend a lot of money. That is one issue with the on premises. That is one issue with the on premises. In on premises means what? You have a big place, we call it as a data center, and then in that big place you have purchased some 40-50 servers. On that server you have installed the operating system, on that server you have installed the software, you have bought, you buy the licensing and everything, and then you have a setup ready. Now when you have a setup ready, you need the people, you need the resources on salary who are going to handle those. These are all setup, we call it as a on premises. But there are certain clients, they are not too much, they are not ready to spend too much upfrontly. Like initially in the business we do not have much amount, right? Because most of the time we are thinking like to save the cost. So in that case there is something, the new technologies, not technologies, have been come up with the picture, we call it as a cloud. Have been come up with the picture, we called it as a cloud. So what this cloud is doing, what this cloud is doing, cloud is saying that on demand supply, means whatever you are going to ask you will get within a second. So basically whenever you want to set up something, what you need, you need a server. So you are going to the cloud vendor saying that boss I need 40 server, okay, they will immediately provide you. You are going to say that okay I need a storage, they are going to provide you. You are going to say that I need this many CPUs, they are going to provide you. You are saying that okay I need a network, they are going to they are going to they are going to provide you the service for you. You are saying that okay I am much worried about the security, you will get it over here. So you are getting everything, whatever you are asking, you are getting everything. And the good thing over here is you don't need to pay anything from your pocket as of now. So you don't need to purchase a complete, you don't need to purchase a complete server. It is like you are getting everything on the rent, just like a rent. You take an example of Zoom car, right? You know about the service called Zoom car. I want to drive a Mercedes. If I want to drive a Mercedes, I cannot purchase it, right? So what I will do, I'll spend some money, 10,000, 20,000 rupees for one day, and I'll get the Mercedes or Audi, whatever you wish to do. That is like on the rent basis. So there are vendors, just like a Zoom car, there are vendors which are available in the market who are providing all these services as per your demand, and those vendors are very famous, we call it as a AWS. Then we have Amazon provided AWS, Google provide GCP, then we have Azure. Apart from this, like these are the three big vendors. Apart from this, we have Oracle Cloud is there, we have IBM Cloud is there. So many vendors are there. You just ask what service you need, these people will provide you. People will provide you. What about the data center? Do we need to purchase any data center for this, any physical location for this? No. These people, they have already a big data centers where they have already placed their servers, where they have already placed their all the security, everything they have placed it over here. You are just using the services on rent basis. What? On rent basis. On rent basis is a very layman word. I would say whatever services you are going to use for how much time, according to that you need to pay the charges. According to that you need to pay the charges. So this is the cloud, and that is the on premises. What is the main difference? In on premises you need to pay a upfront cost. Upfront cost means the initial cost is very high. You need to take care of security, you need to take care of maintenance, you need to take care of cooling system, because all the server you need a cooling system, you need to take care of everything. But whereas whenever you are going to talk about the cloud, whenever you are going to talk about the cloud, you don't need to worry about all those things. You are just using the services provided by all these cloud vendors like AWS, GCP and Azure. So this is the main difference between on premises and cloud. Now which one is good, everyone has their advantages, everyone has their disadvantages, especially when I'm talking about the trust, security, the banking, like most probably they will go with on premises. But when you have some data which is not that critical, maybe you can trust with the cloud. Okay, so that's a big discussion which we can take in the next class. So whenever I was discussing, about this cloud, and in this cloud I was talking about the cost too much. So there are two important wordings are there. We called it as a Capex versus Opex. So what is this? Capex is all about the capital expenditure. It is all about the capital expenditure. Whenever you are thinking that, okay, I want to set up a 14 node, the initial capital is too high. The initial capital is too high. The initial capital, a one big amount to start with on premises. What do you need to do? You need to start with a big amount. Capex means you need to purchase a server, you need to purchase a data center space, and then other services. Second thing is Opex is all about the operational cost. What is this? That is the operational cost. Like, let's say you are using a cloud, so you just need to pay for the operational cost only. You just need to pay for operational cost only. तो इसमें बहुत एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट आता है. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so now as we understood about the Capex and Opex, okay, so who is good? Who is good? Both are good, both are bad also. There are some advantages, there are some disadvantages. When you talk about the on-premises database, or not database, on-premises cluster, you have an upfront cost. You need to pay a huge amount of. In the cloud, you just need to pay for the services that you are going to use. So that is a good thing about your on-premises. Second important thing is ongoing cost. See, once you have a setup in on-premises, there is a chances like once you have a setup ready, let's say you spend a lot of money, then the operation cost is very low actually. You are just spending, for the resources only. But if you take the example of cloud, there is a chances that the cost can be going higher level also, depending upon what type of resources you are using, and there is a chances that you may make some mistake also. Let's say your server is running in the night and no one is using that. There is a chances that, right? So basically, once you have a setup ready, if you think that I have a setup ready, then go with the on premises. If you don't have a setup, then definitely you can look for cloud also. Here you take an example of in future. Let's say I want to stop this cluster, or I want to stop this, all those things. In cloud, you can stop the services at any time. At any time. For example, you are thinking that, okay, I was asking for this particular server 40 node, but now I need 20 nodes only. 20 nodes only. That is possible. You just send a request, click, and you will have only 20 nodes only. So you will be getting charged only for 20 nodes. So in cloud, that option is available. Okay. But basically, in on-premises, once you purchase a server, it's difficult to sell it, or because you already paid a lot of amount over there. So in the next lecture, I'll talk about what are the characteristics of cloud. That is the next part which we are going to see. Again, if you have any questions, anything in the comment section, you guys can write it. If you think that I'm doing a good job, just mention the interested in the comment section, so that the next video I'll get to know that you people are liking it. So in today's lecture we discuss about the cloud fundamentals. In tomorrow's lecture or the next lecture I'll discuss about the characteristics of cloud. Then we will continue going on. Again, if you are looking for any training, if you are looking for any cloud training, or if you are looking trainings related to the data engineer or any other technology, reach out to the Learnomate. I'm always there to help you out. Please do like, subscribe and share this channel. Again, we have a YouTube channel, we have Instagram, very interesting stuffs are mentioned over there. So you can also subscribe to my Hindi channel, that is with my name. The name of my channel is Ankush Thaudi. That channel is also there. So that's a Hindi channel. So you guys can enroll here also. Thank you. Bye bye and see you with the next video of this.